On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, the Oakland Athletics franchise on MLB the Show 23, we take on the New York Yankees in the ALCS. After defeating the Texas Rangers in 5 games, Yuri Perez looks to lead the Oakland Athletics into this big series against the Yankees, who we play every single year. Luis Gil has pitched really well as well, and in the top of the third, both pitchers were pitching really well. Santiago Espinal goes down swinging. Gunnar Henderson goes down window shopping, and we're through the middle of the third. Jason Gibbons getting the strikeout to end the third inning. He had a runner in scoring position, but Carlos Castaneda scores the first run, and then Gibbons trying to make up for not getting it done with runners in scoring position. This time, a little sacrifice fly, bringing home the second run. Then Manuel Tavares with a little dribbler up the middle, unfortunately, is the final out of the inning. End of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth, where Gunnar Henderson swings and misses. Maybe all those Orioles isn't working out for the Yankees right now. An old man, Aaron Judge, swinging and missing at their curveball. He goes down. 10 Ks for Yuri Perez at this point, and then a base hit right past Manuel Tavares brings home the first New York Yankee run of the series, and Roy McBride would come in to try to stop the bleeding. Adley Rutschman in a 2-1 game swings and misses, so again, Oakland Athletics getting the job done against this Baltimore Yankee team, but not Frankie Miller. He swings and misses. There's Gabe Martinez in the top of the seventh, swinging and missing. A lot of strikeouts. Anthony Volpe goes down swinging as well. 2 on, nobody out, but 2 strikeouts by McBride. And then this grounder over to Vladdy Guerrero Jr., who throws it onto first through the middle of the seventh, where Bryce Montes de Oca comes in. He has not been having a very good postseason, and Carlos Castaneda with 2 on, 1 away, takes it into right field. The catch is not made by Aaron Judge. This is how you can tell he's just a shell of himself at this point. It's 3-1. They're going to intentionally walk Frankie Miller over to first base, loading the bases up for Kenny Stevens, who goes right up the middle, and in this case, it works out just how the Yankees want it to, ending the 8th. Garrett Crochet, though, has a chance to come in, close out game number 1 of this ALCS against Adley Rutschman. He gets him to ground over to Manuel Tavares, who quickly flips to Crochet. 1 down for Jason Dominguez, 1 for 3 on the day, and look at Nivar flashing the leather over at second base. And it's Everson Pereira, nobody on, 2 away, over to Tavares, and he will make the play. The Oakland Athletics win game number 1 by a score of 3-1. There was a lot of opportunities left out there by both teams. 9 hits, 7 hits respectively. Yuri Perez had a gem of a start. Luis Gil had a decent start himself. We go to game number 2, again at Pandora Field here in Oakland, California. It's barely legal, who did not have a good start in his first postseason start ever, but Davy Garcia did not have a good first postseason start this year either. Frankie Miller swinging and missing in the bottom of the second inning. That's the second strikeout for Garcia. Kenny Stevens, though, connects. This one going out to right, and it's into the stands, gone. The crowd goes nuts. Kenny Stevens hitting a 3-run shot for his first homer of the postseason, making it 4-0. Bottom of the third, Carlos Castaneda singling into center field. That's going to bring the runner from second to the plate, and it's 5-0. Aaron Judge, though, hits one into right field. Stevens can't get there. It gets all the way to the wall, and Aaron Judge gets to second base with a 2-run double. Austin Wells with a runner on second, swings and misses. He goes down for the 6th strikeout for barely legal. Then Adley Rutschman hits one, and look at it, into the glove of Vladdy, and the double play on Judge trying to get back to second. Soderstrom hit a homer. Gabe Martinez hit a 2-run shot. We sit at 6-4 with Julio Nivar dribbling one to drive home a run. 7-4, Garrett Crochet trying to close the ball game out, gets Austin Wells swinging and missing for his second strikeout of the 9th. That brought up Adley Rutschman. He struck out as well. Garrett Crochet striking out the side to win this one 7-4. 2-0. The A's lead the Yankees. 7 runs on 7 hits, 4 runs on 4 hits. Barely legal. A better start still not perfect as we go to Game 3 at Yankee Stadium. Oakland 1-2 at home. The Yankees will be looking to win 2 at home here. SDS, what is this? We're just trying to look at Chris Horn here, and we don't get it. Boat Buttersworth had a fantastic first start of his postseason, and Kenny Stevens going to help him out with a little run support in the top of the second inning. That base hit brought the first runner to the plate in Julio Nivar. Daniel Susak trying to get a base hit himself, but here's an easy throw onto first base, and just one comes across. Then Bope trying to get out of some trouble here in the bottom of the second. Dominguez hits it over to Castaneda. He won't run from third base, so Trevor Story up for the Yankees. He does get it past Marcelo Mayer, and that will score not just one, but 2 Yankee runs. So they take a 2-1 lead. Still in the bottom of the second, Gabe Martinez goes down swinging. Bope trying to get out of this thing without giving up more, and Volpe goes down as well on the slider down low. So through 2, Yankees up 2-1. Manuel Tavares with a little dribbler here. He did that last game. It'll score the tying run. Austin Wells in the bottom of the third hits this one out to left. Castaneda making the catch. A little tag up attempt. The throw to the plate is not in time, so the Yankees take a lead. Espinal hits this thing into right field in front of Kenny Stevens, who makes the throw to the plate, but it is not in time, so it is a 4-2 ball game. Austin Wells goes down swinging by Bo Buttersworth, and then Jason Dominguez with a pop fly over to third. Vladdy is there, and he sees it into the glove to end the 5th inning, but it's 4-2 Yankees. Vladdy Daddy taking this one out to center field with one away. This one's going deep, but it is in the ballpark. A tag-up attempt over to third is barely in time. So, runners on the corners with 2 away for Frankie Miller, and he hits it over to second base. Easy out. We go to the bottom of the 8th, where Jebediah Pimpersheem's in a bit of trouble before he strikes out Trevor Story looking, and then Aaron Judge swinging and missing at the slider down low and away. And that brings up Gabriel Martinez, who swings and misses as well. So Pimpersheem in a little bit of trouble, but he gets 3 Ks to end it, and Clark Schmidt going to try to close this game for the Yankees. Closing time. It's Carlos Castaneda up at the plate, and Castaneda takes it out to left field. This one is deep, and it is caught at the warning track. Sad days ahead. We go to the 6-hole hitter, Julio Nivar. He's 1 for 3 on his ball game, and that one's just dribbled on the first, so the hope is not looking great for Oakland in this game number 3 on the road. Kenny Stevens puts it into the right field gap, which it is covered pretty well. Now we go for this pinch hit for Tyler Soderstrom. Take a look here. Not only does it say Daniel Susak, but he hits a big shot. We don't know where it's going. Literally have no clue, but it is a home run. The lights go out at Yankee Stadium. I don't know. I can't tell you what happened. This is insane. Tyler Soderstrom hits a homer. Clark Schmidt can't believe it, but it's a game-tying home run for Soderstrom. His second of the postseason, traveling 376. I can't even tell you where it landed, to be honest with you, but it's a huge home run, and it ties this ball game. But it's not over there. Marcelo Mayer taking it into right field. This one's going to go all the way up against the wall. Mayer's going to dig in and try for second, and Judge just doesn't have that arm anymore. So that's enough of Clark Schmidt. Gregory Soto's coming into this game. He's got a 5.40 ERA, so that's not great on the postseason. And Jason Gibbons does the damage, putting it in that right center field gap. Judge, again, giving chase for it. He's not going to be able to throw it in time. So a big RBI double. Tavares fails by striking out on the slider away, but Garrett Crochet has another chance for another save. It's 2 for 2 in save opportunities this postseason, and he gets Anthony Volpe swinging for out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Then it's Santiago Espinal, and he will swing and miss on the fastball that was right there. I mean, if there's a home run pitch, that was it, and he knows it. Gunnar Henderson with 2 away. He will swing and miss at the slider away, and Garrett Crochet with a couple of really, really perfect innings in this series is getting it done. 5-4. What a comeback for the Oakland Athletics in the 9th. and now they have a chance to sweep the Yankees on hostile territory. We'll see if they can do it. Sweeping the Yankees in the ALCS would be huge to get to another World Series. Francisco Morales is the starter, wearing number 69, nice, and facing Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who will get thrown out at first in the top of the first, but he scores the first run. Roger Feliciano had an elite start in his first one ever in the postseason, and Jason Givens helping out with a second run. Here's a big run in the top of the fourth as well with a single from Frankie Miller. A solo shot for Austin Wells kept the game close, but Frankie Miller hit a solo shot to make it 4-2, and Roy McBride was in the game in the bottom of the seventh inning to get this big double play. And then Gabriel Martinez in the bottom of the eighth bunting. Vladdy going on to second. He gets the runner at second, but not first. So Anthony Volpe now with one away. This one's shallow to Stevens, but it looks like the runner retreats to third instead of trying to tag up. So we got a 4-3 ball game. Espinal hits it over to Tavares, who steps on first, and we go to the ninth inning. That is a big defensive play. Garrett Crochet is going to have a chance to go 4 for 4 save opportunities this postseason. Gunnar Henderson swinging and missing on the circle change down low. Aaron Judge 2 for 3, and there is a dribbler over to Marcelo Mayer. Look at this defensive play. Shades of Jeter at Yankee Stadium. Big second out here. A 3-2 count to Austin Wells, and the swing and the miss is going to confirm it. Your Oakland Athletics are the American League champions, and they will be going to the World Series. But against who? We don't know. We'll see. It'll either be the Braves or the Dodgers who they'll be taking on in the World Series. And the answer is going to be the Atlanta Braves, who take down the Dodgers in just 6 games. And we are going to promote Dino Valenzuela, who is now fresh off an injury. He will be on our playoff roster. We are going to take JD off of our playoff roster, who we did not use at all this postseason. So Dino will get his taste of playoff action very, very soon in the long relief bullpen. I like to have him there so that if one of these starters fails, we can go ahead and throw him in there earlier rather than later. Let's take a look at this Atlanta Braves team. They will have Garrett Whitlock, Ian Anderson, Kyle Wright, Steve Austin, who is a Twitch viewer prospect, and Huascar Yanoa as their starting pitching. They will have Jared Schuster, George Kennedy, Brandon Williamson, Logan Allen, Chris Perez, Eli Morgan, Lucas Sims, and then their closer will be Devin Williams. Their lineup: Michael Harris, Ahmed Rosario, Ronald Acuna, who is batting incredible in the postseason, Austin Riley, Ozzy Albies, Franmil Reyes, who they've revitalized his career these last couple of seasons in this franchise, Brandon Lewis, Luis Campusano, and Juan Guerrero. Jonah Heim is playing in the lefty lineups, and this is going to be a crazy series. Game number 1 will be Cody James against Garrett Whitlock. Let me hear your predictions in the comment section below. Make sure you let me know who you think's going to win this series. It's our 3rd World Series, and we're 1-1 so far, so we could use your support. I thank you for it, and thank you, channel members, for your above and beyond support as well. In case nobody's told any of you today, FG fam, I love you guys.